collectors, to Brave's Toy Review. I am your host, Brave, as always. And today we're taking a quick look at the Mastermind Creations reformatted Commotus. This guy, so Commotus is their version of the IDW Turmoil. Now, Commotus is actually a repaint of this guy, who is their Spartan, who is actually their Impactor. So when I initially went in on Commotus, I thought that he was a member of the DJD because of the fact that MMC is putting out most of the DJD figures, so I was really excited about it. And then I started looking up the character, reading up the character, because I'm into IDW comics, and I found out that, no, he's not a member of the DJD. He actually used to work for Gigatron. I'm talking about Turmoil, not Commotus, but technically Commotus would be Turmoil, who actually would work for Gigatron. Hey, if you want to read that story, look up Empire of Stone. I think it starts in issue number 2. It's a great place to start. Now, opening the package, you get like a little mirror, a little window view of the actual figure sitting in here. Now, this mold itself is pretty cool, a really great mold, which is would allow them to actually use it to make Turmoil. The major problem with this mold, I think, as far as the selection, is that Turmoil himself is actually a much larger figure. And I think there was some banter in some of the groups about that, about the scale and the size. But I mean, hey, if you're not really a nut job that's going to die without having the exact proper scale, then you'll survive, and you'll survive happily. He comes with his little gun thing here, and much the same way as Spartan, he has these little pegs to clip it onto his hand. He also comes with his manual and a collector card. And a comic. I love those MMC comics. Let's get him out the packaging. So, out of the packaging, he looks really good. Now, he's basically black. Everywhere he's black. He's all black. He's black here, he's black here, he's black there, he's black here. He's got a little bit of silver accents, got some nice blue up inside of that thing there, and he's got some red eyes. I like those red eyes. But for all intents and purposes, he's basically this guy. So, if you have this guy, then you already know what to do with this guy. But in case you don't, I'm going to go over some of the finer points of this guy. Now, his head sculpt is pretty nice. I do like that. It does resemble the character in the IDW comics. If you read IDW, if you don't read IDW, then you wouldn't know anyways. Hey, take a look. He has some differences like in his shoulders. Now, I would have liked to have seen on Spartan larger, bulkier shoulders like that. I think that would really have made it more appealing as far as that character goes. That's neither here nor there. On his elbows, what I'm concerned about is, does he have that same deal with the scoop? This is awesome! The scoop does not come off on him. I'm not sure what the deal was with Spartan. You're making a fool of me now in front of everyone. I don't know why it's working. It wasn't you. Screw that. A lot of the same articulation points. He's got a waist swivel. He's got his head on a hinge because of the transformation there, and then it's on a swivel there, so that's pretty cool. You get some up and down motion there. You got a nice range of motion in the shoulders. You got a bicep swivel, double articulation at the elbow here, and you got the hand on the swivel because the hand comes off, and that gives you his big mofo gun on his little mofo arm, right? Much like Spartan, you have some great articulation here in the thigh. Be careful of this portion here. And then you get a swivel here at the thigh. And then you get a nice bend there, as well as a ball joint on the foot that allows you to move it all kinds of around. It's got some really nice detail, really dope dreads because they're gray here instead of being black, which makes him stand out a little bit better against this deep black. He's just really black. He's eye-swelling black. He's like deep abyss black. Like, you cannot get rid of how black this guy is. So if you're going to take pictures and such with him, you really want to have the right lighting. Like, think about it. You're going to have a little bit of light coming in from this angle, but you want to film him in the shadow. You want to shoot him in the shadows, right? Because he's so black. Like, you would not be able to see him if the lights was off right now. I don't think you would be able to see this guy. You can see my red. You got him up against my red. Maybe you can make him out. But for the most part, you can't see this guy because he's just that black. So, Having taken a look at the figure, what do I think about the figure? I think the reuse of the mold is fine in this case. I typically am not a fan of the repaints, but in this case, it does really come through well. It could have used a beefing up of the figure, and they tried that with the shoulders. However, it just doesn't make up for the overall size. What I'm going to say to you is, if you're a Mastermind Creations fan, you're going to love that figure. If you're a fan of Turmoil, you'll like that figure. If you're a hardcore IDW fan, it may leave something lacking because you know that Turmoil should have more size to him and that he doesn't really look like Impactor. So, take with that, do what you will. It's not my job to tell you to or not to buy something or like it. I can only give you my opinion on it. How about that? For fairness. Fair and balanced. I am Brave. This is Brave's Toy Review. This has been Mastermind Creations Reformatted Commotus. Until next time, out of here.